Hello, and thank you for watching the Academic Success Workshops online video series. This is a collaborative effort of the library and the Student Success Center at Woodland Community College. If at any time during this video you get confused or lost, you can pause the video by pressing the pause button in the lower left-hand corner of the video. You can drag the red dot on the video to return a few seconds or even a few minutes and re-watch parts again. If the speaker is talking too fast, or you want to slow the video down and follow along, you can use the speed adjustment setting in the lower right-hand side of the screen. We sincerely hope that you enjoy learning from this video. This short video is a step-by-step walkthrough of formatting an MLA paper using Google Docs. In this video, the goal is to help you learn how to correctly format a paper in MLA, including the headers, Works Cited page, and adjust line spacing and margins, how to use keyboard shortcuts to efficiently edit and make changes to Google Docs, and finally, we hope that you gain confidence in your ability to use the features of Google Docs. In order to effectively use Google Docs, it is a good idea to begin by learning the language of docs that I will be using in this video. The first feature that I will refer to are tabs. Tabs are at the top of the Google Docs page. The default tabs are File, Edit, View, Insert, Format, Tools, Table, Add-ons, and Help. Basically, if I say click on the File tab, look near the top of the page and locate the tab that is labeled File. Each tab has a drop-down menu of items and options. The next feature are ribbons. A ribbon is the space below the tabs. Finally, the final features are tools and buttons. The ribbon contains a number of tools and buttons that you can use to format your paper. This image is a standard laptop keyboard layout. All keyboards have the same basic features and keys, and a standard layout that varies very little from keyboard to keyboard. The keys we will use most in this video are the control keys. There are two control keys on your keyboard. One is in the very bottom left-hand corner of the keyboard, and the other is on the bottom right of the keyboard. If you are using a standard PC keyboard, the right side control key will be located just to the left of your arrow keys on the bottom. Either control key will work, so use the one that feels most natural to you. The Enter key is located 2 keys above the right-hand side control key, right above the right-hand Shift key. And finally, the Tab key. The Tab key is usually located 3 keys above the left-hand control key. Over the course of this video, I will prompt you to use keyboard shortcuts, which are generally a faster and more efficient way to edit. The list here is not an exhaustive list of shortcuts available to use, but these are many of the shortcuts that we will use during the course of this video. Within Google Docs, you can use Control +/ to see a more complete list of shortcuts. Now that you are more familiar with the features of Google Docs, the keyboard, and what shortcuts we may use, let's edit. If you haven't already, open an essay that you would like to format correctly, and you can follow along. Remember that you can press the pause button on the bottom left of your video at any time to stop the video and practice what you've learned. This is a very poorly formatted essay. Note that the margins are too wide, the name, class information, and date are on the wrong side, it is the wrong font, the lines are not double-spaced, the paragraph should be left aligned, and the title should not be bolded or underlined. Also note that the Works Cited page needs to be on its own page, and that the heading is too large, should not be bolded or underlined, and that the Works Cited entries should have a hanging indent. Finally, there should be page numbers on each page with the last name of the author next to it. Let's begin by fixing all the errors that apply to the whole document, including the font, font size, bolding, and underlining. First, hold down the Control key and press A 1 time. This will select or highlight all the text in the document. On the ribbon, locate the Font Selection drop-down list. On the list, select Times New Roman. While MLA does allow for other standard-sized fonts, Times New Roman is the most widely accepted among college teachers. Next, use the font size drop-down list to the immediate right and select 12 points. This will change all of the document to 12-point font. 12-point font is the accepted font size for MLA. Now hold down your Control key and press the B key twice. Once we'll bold the entire document, and the second time we'll remove all bolded text. Hold down Control once again and press the U key twice. This will remove all underlining from the text. The next step is to adjust the alignment and margins. If not already selected, hold down Control and press the A key once again to select all the text in the document. The alignment of the paragraphs in an essay should be left aligned. Note that these paragraphs are blocked on both the left and the right sides. This type of alignment is called justified and is very hard on the eyes to read because there is so much extra space between the words. The document should be left aligned with very few exceptions that we will correct. So for now, we are going to left align the whole document by holding down the Control and the Shift key and pressing the L key. Next, we'll adjust the margins. To do this, navigate to the File tab and select Page Setup from the drop-down list. In the Page Setup dialog box, change the top, bottom, left, and right margins by typing 1 in each of the boxes. When you are done making the adjustments, click OK on the bottom left side of the box. Again, with the whole document selected, hold Control and press A if you need. We will now adjust the document to be double-spaced. To do this, locate the line spacing tool on the ribbon. It looks like a series of lines with a double-sided arrow on the left of the lines and is located in the middle of the ribbon. Once pressed, you will see a drop-down list, and from that list, you'll select Double. Once you do it, it will automatically space everything in the document correctly. The next change is to add appropriate page numbers. To do this, navigate to the Insert tab. From there, on the drop-down list, hover over the Page Number option, which will open a Sub-Options list. From the Sub-Options, select the option on the top left. It will place a number in your header at the very top of the page. However, now we need to adjust it. Using your mouse or arrow keys, place the blinking cursor in front of the page number. Then press your Enter key twice. From there, type in your last name, capitalizing the first letter. Since this is my paper, I will type in Torres. Then press the spacebar one time, putting one space between your name and the page number. From there, select the text by highlighting it, including the page number, and change the font to Times New Roman 12 points. Use your mouse to click anywhere in the body to exit the header. The next changes we'll make are to the essay itself. First, we must center the title, as the title should be in the middle of the page. To do this, use your mouse to move your cursor to just before the first letter in your title. In my essay, I will click just before the M in Man's Best Friend. Then hold down the Control and the Shift key and press the E key. This will center the title to the middle of the page. Now we'll add indents to each of the paragraphs. To do this, you can use your mouse or your arrow keys to navigate to the first line of each paragraph. From there, simply press your Tab key once, and it will automatically indent the paragraph 1/2 inch. I will go down the page this way, indenting the first line of each paragraph. Now you should be at your works cited page. Before I make any adjustments, however, I want to show you what not to do. Many students, when they put their works cited page on its own page, will simply press the Enter key many times until it's on its own page. However, watch why this does not work well. I will add a paragraph to my essay and watch what happens to my works cited page. It moves. Then I have to adjust it again and again to make it right. A more efficient way to do this is to use the New Page keyboard shortcut. Instead of pressing Enter many times, simply hold down the Control key and press the Enter key one time. That will put your works cited page on its own page. Now watch what happens when I add more text to the essay. The works cited page always stays on its own page, so it will just move to its own page anytime you. Now let's adjust the alignment of the works cited title. You do this the same way we adjusted the title of the essay. Put your cursor at the front of the line in front of the W in works cited. Hold down both the Control key and the Shift key and press the E key. This will center align the text. Finally, we will fix the hanging indent of the works cited entries. To do this, first use your mouse to highlight just the works cited entries. Notice that at the top of the page, between the page and the ribbon, is a ruler. On the ruler is a little rectangle and a small downward facing triangle. Using your mouse, drag the little triangle over to the ½ mark on the ruler. Then, using your mouse, drag the little triangle back to the 0 position on the ruler. This will create a hanging indent for the entries. Congratulations! You should now have a correctly formatted MLA paper. Now let's take a minute to review our goals for this video workshop. Remember that a correctly formatted MLA paper includes a header with your name, page number, a correctly formatted works cited page, equally spaced double-spaced lines, and 1-inch margins all the way around the page. You can also use keyboard shortcuts like Control-A and Control-Enter to efficiently edit and make changes to your document. You can find a more complete list of keyboard shortcuts by Googling Google Docs keyboard shortcuts or by using the Control and / shortcut within Docs. Finally, we hope that you feel more confident in your ability to use the features of Google Docs when you are formatting your papers. Feel free to watch this video again and again if needed to help you practice. The more you practice, the easier it will be. Thank you for watching. We hope that you learned a lot from this Academic Success Workshop video brought to you by the Woodland Community College Library and Student Success Center.